What up? It's B-Way, Set for Life representative, Vine Street Vinyl representative. A lot of people want to learn how to make t-shirts from home because it is the #1 side hustle of 2020. You know, with the pandemic and everything, people forced to stay home. Some people, can't work, yada, yada, yada. But one thing that ain't gonna stop is people needing t-shirts, People gonna need them for events, birthday parties, sad to say funerals. Even though a lot of the times, the t-shirts help when somebody passed away. So a lot of people say, B-Way, don't you get tired of making t-shirts for rest in peace? And, and some people say, B-Way, you shouldn't do that. You capitalizing off people's deaths. But in reality, when you come for these shirts, as long as you're not rushing, as long as you come in, and give us a good enough time to make them, and you order enough, we give you a play where you can make money off the shirts. And a lot of people do that, and it's like a fundraiser to help the family, in that dire time. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. It's not all about me making a profit. It's not all about, looking at dead people or, serving the dead, because I mean, come on, what is that? It's really about helping the family and helping people, remember their loved ones and their lost ones. So that's where we at with that. Let me go back to my list. Extra large. I need an extra large red. I need a 2X red also, so we're gonna knock that out. But yeah. Right now, I'm doing some screen printed transfers for a customer. I'm gonna explain what that is, because that's a godsend. If you make a t-shirt, you need that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need transfers to help you out. We get backed up, all the time, every day, as a matter of fact. Because, making t-shirts, it's a slow process. And you got several ways to make them. Now, if you're making them with vinyl, with a vinyl cutter, you got to cut that vinyl. Sometimes you might have some light design work you got to do for a customer. They say, I want happy birthday to the greatest mom ever. You got to type that up. They say, oh yeah, put a breast cancer ribbon on the side. She had cancer and I just want to support. So now you got to go find that. You got to vectorize that. You got to do that, right? So that's light artwork, right? You do that. You design it. Then you send it to your cutter. You cut it. They say, well, I want the words black, but I want the ribbon pink. Okay, now you got to cut 2 pieces of vinyl. So the process, you feel me, is not the best process, it's not the fastest process. But the flip, you feel me, it's worth it. And that's why so many people jumping on it. That's why so many people doing it. They getting money off of it. They actually making money. They start off as a hobby, and then before you know it, they like, look, you feel me? Let me get this cheese. You feel me? I ain't mad at you. Let's get it. So, just to tell you a little bit about me, I've been making t-shirts, you feel me, for a few years, and I make people's, I do a lot of clothing lines, a lot of people, doing clothing lines to make money. Well, the thing with that is, they eventually want to cut me out, They like, look, man, I could do so much better if I wasn't paying you, B-Way. And I look at them like, for real, nigga, for real. But they right, and, Set for Life Customs, ingenuity and adaptability, that's our whole way of life, If you ever been in my store, if you ever follow me, our motto is ingenuity and adaptability. So I wanted to adapt. I didn't want to fight that. I didn't want to reject that. I didn't want people to, I understand the hustle. You know what I'm saying? People want to make more money. You know what I mean? It's not all about money, but, you want to make as much as you can, for your efforts. So when people said to me, B-Way, I want to cut you out, that went in. I want to cut you out. I want to make them myself, G. At first, I was thrown off because I'm like, how the fuck you gonna cut me out? Then I'm like, you know what? Let me adapt to what's going on because it kept happening over and over again. You know, they making money, but they not making enough because they got to come pay me to make the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not cheap enough for them, you know. And you know us, we coming out the mud. We need as much as we can, you know, in the beginning. So I'm like, yo, I got to do something, you know, for these customers. So what I did was started to sell vinyl. You feel me? You want to make your own? Let me supply you the vinyl. That way I don't feel stupid for helping you out. Because my heart wants to help. You see what I'm saying? I want to help. I want to help. But I'm like, look, I don't want to cross myself out the game. I don't want to be out the game, but I want to help. You see what I'm saying? I want to help. So, we opened up a vinyl shop. And that's where we at with it. Selling vinyl. So therefore, if I teach you how to make it, I assume you at least gonna come buy the vinyl from me. You know what I mean? You don't have to, but it would be nice, you know what I mean, to reciprocate that love that I gave you. So therefore, we got the vinyl, Van Street Vinyl, VanStreetVinyl.com, you know what I mean? 925 Van Street, you know what it is on Van Street. But right now, I'm in the print shop. I'm on Court Street. And on Court Street, we in the hood. We gonna show you how to make these t-shirts. So we gonna show you how to make them on Court. And then you gonna pull up on Van and buy the vinyl, right? You with me? We got a deal or nah? All right, we got a deal. All right, so listen. These are screen printed transfers, like I told you.